Cortney Hicks here with you, and here with me. I've been waiting to meet this one face to face now that I'm on her home turf. Tasia.
Yeah.
Fantasia, how are you, my love?
Good. How are you, pretty lady?
Good. Pretty lady to you too.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's just, start off with this single, No Time For It. You better tell them and preach and talk about it. I love it. Up-tempo, just in time for the warmer weather that I hope is to come here in Charlotte. I've been hoodwinked and bamboozled. One day it's 70, the next day y'all getting some snowflakes. I'm like, what is really going on here? No time for it. It's kind of self-explanatory, but talk a little bit about the inspiration behind it.
It's been 12 years for me in the game.
Yeah.
But I've been singing ever since I was 5.
Yeah.
And I've been through a lot, a lot of different relationships, a lot of different friends and family and so on and so on and so on. And I'm just at that place right now in my life where I just don't have no time for drama. I don't have no time, And you look at the news and you look at all the things that are going on, tomorrow's not promised.
That's right.
So I'm at that point in my life where I'd rather not waste a day on nonsense. If it's not my children or my husband or, family, I just don't really have time.
Yeah, I heard you listening a little earlier. I was listening a little earlier. You were on with our sister station, that Madhouse, and I apologize for them. I do. I apologize.
I love that. I'm used to it.
They need a lot of love. They need a lot and some counseling probably. But I did hear you mention that you kind of cleared your team out, cleared the way. You have to clear that space. You have to purge lots of times. And sometimes we don't have the courage to do that because there's such a fear of the loss or, whoever may be left behind. To find that courage, did you just hit a breaking point and say, hey, I want something new? It was at that next level thinking? And
for me, I've fought my way through this thing. A lot of people say, I don't know how you made it through this. I don't know how you made it through that. I fought my way through, and when you fight for something so hard, you won't allow just anybody to come in and tear it down anymore. Right. And I think that's where I am. I fought for this. This is all I have. I love music. I love doing what I do. So I want it to last forever. Not only do I love it, but it is how I take care of my family and my children. And so you have to just clean house sometimes, and you have, my girl used to say, God can't bless mess. So when you got one bad apple in the bunch, it can mess up a whole vision. And so I just had to clear it out and start all over so that I could see my vision come to life.
We've crossed each other's paths before, and we've been in the same room before. And I must say, your energy. It's just there's just this peace that I really I sense from you, and just a sense of wholeness and. You and your people and your team are quite active on social media, so there's not like a week or so that doesn't go past where somebody has not posted a clip of you doing your thing, in concert. And I'd like to say, evangelist Tasia.
Oh God, no!
Because you really bring it. You find a way to, bring forth that message, and you weave it and bob it within, the entertaining that you do. Do you find that as you come into more of a better understanding of Tasia and your life and where you want it to go, and like you said, take that control and set those boundaries, that you have even more to give? You're very gracious and giving in your entertaining.
Yeah, I wish we had more of that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, not just entertainers, whatever you want to be in life, it's always good to have motivation. It's always good to have somebody that has been through some things that's not afraid to say, okay, let me give you a little piece of advice. As long as you do. And we don't have a lot of that today because nobody wants to give their remedy of how they got to where they're going, or because everybody wants to be on top. And so with me, I just feel like, for example, there's a young lady on American Idol right now.
LaPortia. Baby.
And
that one right there.
She's one of those that's a special gift with a story. And she's very gentle and very fragile and
gracious.
She
and
is.
Humble. She's very vulnerable right now.
Right. And so I will find myself off camera just over talking to her, and just trying to you know, give her a little piece of, you know, advice, and I put myself all the way out there. That's the other thing. You know, when you can put yourself all the way out there and allow people to see your good, your bad, your ugly, your light, your dark, they can relate. They can receive it even more because they feel that it's coming from a,
because they know you're being honest and true and transparent. It's something about transparency, and it's so interesting. I was with my Fox 46 family, and of course we recap Idol, and we made mention of you, of how, in my opinion, you and LaPortia's stories are well aligned, if you will, and you were at such a turning point and a crossroads in a vulnerable state when you showed up, if you will, at Idol and won. And I think that, along with just the flat out raw talent, I think will take her quite far, regardless of how, you know, Idol ends up for her. Yeah, I believe what Kelly Clarkson predicted will definitely happen.
I told her, I said, if
awesome.
You hang in there, stay off that internet, you know, stay away from it, stay focused, because you know you have people that have their things to say, but I said that doesn't matter. You're touching a lot of people with your story and with your vocal, you know. So that's my thing now is, again, life is too short. It really, really is. So I want to wake up every day and say, you know, who can I touch today? Just, you never know what a smile and a hug can even do.
That's right.
And so that's the place that I am right now.
That's right. As you continue to enlarge your territory and expand your career and elevate, we're going to need to see you back in front of the TV screen, whether it be acting. I know you've touched in on the reality show world. Is there anything else that you want to incorporate or put on that life blueprint that extends beyond, you know, singing?
Well, I will say no more reality TV for me, but I am getting into producing shows now.
Okay.
So I'm doing a show here in Charlotte. My hairstylist, the salon, is called Hair by Him. And so I'll be behind the scenes doing that. There's so much that I want to do, especially after doing all the things that I never thought I would do. Broadway was not something that I went after it came to me.
To you.
My Lifetime movie is not something that I went after it came to me. So those people saw something in me that at the time I didn't see in myself.
Right.
And I always feel like whatever I do, I want to be passionate about it. I don't want to just do things just to be doing it, because it doesn't. That's not fun. You're not having fun. And so whatever ideas that I have, I want to go after all of them. So I would say it ain't nothing that I won't do as long as I'm passionate about it.
Yeah. And the kids, good. They're growing up so
Yes,
fast. Thank you for allowing us to share in a little bit of their coming of age, especially that daughter. I can't believe. I remember she was on your arm. She was on your hip.
Now she's wearing my shoes.
Gosh.
And my jewelry.
Wow.
But they're amazing kids, and they keep me where I am right now. They're my children and my husband.
Yes. The husband.
Yes.
Yeah, gotta love it. You and Aunt about to hit the road. Big announcement. I know I posted a little something, and everybody checked in on that story. That's gonna be exciting. That's some old Southern fried dipped in whatever you want to dip it in. Man, just greasy. In a good kind of way.
Yes, it is.
We're excited about that.
I am too. You don't find a lot of people that you can go on the road with that have that same, we're both North Carolinians.
Down to earth.
Yeah. And we're at that point where we're not battling on who's going to headline or who's we're sharing it. It's always good when you can go on the road. And Anthony has a lot of evangelists.
Yes, he does.
Well, he preaches on the stage.
Yes,
he speaks into people's lives.
Yes,
and I think that's the thing that I'm most excited about is all of the healing through music that's going to go on in all those buildings. That's what I'm very excited about that.
And I love it. I love how the two of you vacillate between that agape God, big love, and then the love between two sisters, whether they be biological or life has just brought them together, the love between a husband and a wife. And so there's a lot of different aspects to this thing we call love and life. And I like how you guys just have an array of selections, if you will, that take us through all of that and really continue to minister us. That's going to be a good ticket right there. Yeah, I am. I hope to host and introduce one of y'all or something like that. Let's do this. Fantasia, you are an absolute joy, and just continue to be the testimony and the inspiration that you are to us. Your fans who've been with you from day one, we love and appreciate you. I see that you're always on the road. Continue to travel safe.
Thank you.
And whoever is beating up that face and that hair, I think is it Dorcas? Oh, it's him.
Yes.
Oh, it's him. Oh yeah, I heard about him as soon as I got here. You know, I'm from Detroit, and that's all we do is hair and shoes and makeup.
Yes.
Yeah, and we sang a little bit. Must be in what?
Yeah. It's a lot of talent.
Yeah,
you know,
a lot of talent.
We're gonna actually go to Detroit, and every time I go to Detroit,
we love singers.
So much love. And actually, when I get there, I'm gonna link up with Dietrich Haddon. You ever heard?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Gonna link up because I want to do something, you know, to contribute to everything that's going on and show some love.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna link up with his church and try to do, you know, whatever I can.
You ready for a wild time? They're young and they are fire. Yeah. You're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a good time.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Well, the thing I love.